Do you want to feel confident in communicating your ideas, powerful in your presentations, and effective in your role? If these aspirations resonate with you, then it's time to turn to the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to enhance your communication skills and boost your confidence. As Marcus Aurelius said, if you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your judgment of them. And it is in your power to wipe out that judgment now. Stoicism is about living a life of virtue, self-control, and wisdom. One of the most important aspects of living a Stoic life is mastering effective communication. The ability to communicate effectively is crucial in both personal and professional relationships. By understanding the principles of Stoicism and incorporating lessons from great philosophers such as Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius into our daily lives, we can learn to communicate more effectively. Today, we will explore how the principles of Stoicism can be your guide to becoming a more effective and confident communicator. The power of effective communication. Effective communication is not just a skill. It is a powerful tool that can transcend both our personal and professional lives. In our everyday interactions, the way we communicate shapes our relationships, influences our decisions, and impacts our overall well-being. Think about it. How many times have you witnessed misunderstandings, conflicts, or missed opportunities simply because of poor communication? On the other hand, when we communicate effectively, we can build strong connections, inspire others, and achieve our goals with greater ease. In our personal lives, effective communication allows us to express our thoughts, feelings, and desires in a clear and concise manner. It enables us to establish meaningful connections with our loved ones, fostering trust, understanding, and intimacy. Whether it's resolving conflicts, expressing gratitude, or simply sharing our joys and sorrows, effective communication forms the foundation of healthy relationships. Effective communication is equally vital in the professional arena. It empowers us to articulate our ideas, collaborate with colleagues, and influence others. From presenting a compelling pitch to leading a productive team meeting, the ability to communicate effectively can enhance our professional reputation and open doors to new opportunities. It can also foster a positive work environment where colleagues feel heard, valued, and motivated to perform their best. Communication and interpersonal relationships. Stoicism has stood the test of time, offering profound insights into effective communication and interpersonal relationships. The Stoic philosophers believed in the power of self-control, rationality, and virtue in all aspects of life, including how we interact with others. One key principle emphasized by the Stoics is the importance of choosing our words carefully. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, advised, "We often speak not so much to communicate our thoughts as to conceal them." This reminds us to be mindful of our intentions behind our words and to avoid superficial or deceptive communication. Instead, we should aim to express ourselves honestly and authentically, fostering genuine connections with others. Another Stoic principle that greatly impacts interpersonal relationships is the understanding that we cannot control the actions or thoughts of others, but we can control our own reactions. Epictetus, a Stoic sage, emphasized the need to focus on what is within our control, stating, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within our control, and some things are not." This principle reminds us to approach communication with empathy and understanding, accepting that we cannot force others to think or behave in a certain way. Furthermore, Stoicism highlights the importance of active listening and being present in conversations. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, emphasized the need to truly hear others, stating, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This lesson serves as a reminder to be fully present in our interactions, actively listening and seeking to understand the perspectives and experiences of others. The Stoic principles on communication and interpersonal relationships offer timeless wisdom that can greatly enhance our ability to connect with others. By choosing our words wisely, focusing on what is within our control, and practicing active listening, we can foster meaningful and harmonious relationships in both personal and professional spheres. Epictetus, the renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This simple yet profound lesson holds a valuable lesson for effective communication. In today's fast-paced world where everyone is eager to be heard, it's easy to forget the power of listening. But Epictetus reminds us that listening is not only a virtue, but also a key element of effective communication. When we truly listen, we give others the space to express themselves, their thoughts, and their emotions. We show them that their words matter, and we validate their experiences. By listening attentively, we create a safe and nurturing environment for meaningful conversations to unfold. Moreover, listening allows us to gain deeper insights and perspectives. It helps us understand different points of view and challenges our own assumptions. Through active listening, we open ourselves up to new ideas and bridge gaps in understanding. Epictetus also encourages us to be mindful of our speech. Instead of impulsively responding or dominating conversations, we should pause and reflect before we speak. By doing so, we can choose our words wisely, ensuring that they are thoughtful, respectful, and impactful. Mastering effective communication requires us to embrace the wisdom of Epictetus's lesson. We must cultivate the art of listening, giving others the gift of our undivided attention. And when we do speak, let our words be purposeful, inspiring, and meaningful. By embodying these principles, we can elevate our communication skills and foster deeper connections with those around us. Active listening and understanding others' perspectives. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it's easy to overlook the importance of active listening and understanding others' perspectives. Yet, these fundamental aspects of effective communication hold the key to building strong relationships and fostering meaningful connections. The great philosophers of ancient times recognized the significance of this skill, offering timeless wisdom that still resonates today. Stoic philosophers, in particular, emphasize the value of actively listening to others and seeking to understand their viewpoints. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." These insightful words remind us that our personal experiences and biases shape our understanding of the world, and it is crucial to recognize that others have their own unique perspectives. Epictetus highlighted the importance of putting ourselves in others' shoes. He said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This simple yet powerful reminder encourages us to actively listen to others without judgment or interruption, allowing us to gain a deeper understanding of their thoughts, feelings, and needs. By actively listening and seeking to understand others' perspectives, we open ourselves up to new ideas, insights, and possibilities. It enables us to bridge gaps in communication, resolve conflicts, and cultivate empathy and compassion towards others. In a world where distractions abound and instant responses are expected, practicing active listening and understanding can be challenging. However, by incorporating the wisdom of the great philosophers into our lives, we can cultivate this essential skill and become more effective communicators. In the timeless words of Seneca, we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, to listen twice as much as we speak. By embracing this principle, we can enhance our relationships, foster a sense of harmony, and truly connect with those around us. Marcus Aurelius resonates deeply. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. This powerful lesson encapsulates the Stoic approach to handling adversity and managing our emotional responses. It reminds us that our perception and interpretation of events shape our emotional well-being more than the events themselves. By consciously choosing not to be harmed, we can shield ourselves from the negative impact of external circumstances. In the context of communication, this lesson highlights the importance of cultivating emotional resilience and maintaining a rational perspective. Oftentimes, misunderstandings or conflicts arise from misinterpretations or hasty emotional reactions. By practicing the Stoic principle of not feeling harmed, we can avoid unnecessary conflicts and approach communication with a calm and composed mindset. Applying this lesson to our daily interactions, we can choose not to take everything personally, realizing that the intentions of others may not always align with our own expectations. By reframing our mindset and focusing on the bigger picture, we can defuse potential conflicts and foster healthier and more constructive communication. Moreover, This lesson serves as a reminder of the power of perception and self-awareness. It encourages us to examine our reactions and question whether they are truly warranted or if they stem from our own biases and preconceptions. By choosing not to feel harmed, we can detach ourselves from negative emotions and approach communication with a clearer and more objective perspective. Marcus Aurelius' lesson invites us to embrace a Stoic mindset in our communication endeavors. By choosing not to be harmed and reframing our perception, we can navigate conflicts more effectively and foster healthier and more meaningful connections with others. Handling criticism gracefully. One of the greatest challenges we face during effective communication is managing our own negative emotions and responding to criticism with grace. It is an art that requires self-awareness, resilience, and a deep understanding of the power of words. Drawing inspiration from the wisdom of the great philosophers, we can uncover invaluable insights on how to navigate through these challenging situations. Stoicism, in particular, offers profound teachings on how to overcome negative emotions and handle criticism with wisdom and composure. The Stoic philosophers believed that our emotions are within our control, and it is our perception and interpretation of events that shape our emotional responses. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, reminds us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When faced with criticism, instead of immediately taking it personally or becoming defensive, pause and reflect upon the words being spoken. Marcus Aurelius, another influential Stoic philosopher, advises us to accept criticism as a gift rather than an attack. By viewing criticism as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement, we can detach ourselves from negative emotions and approach the situation with a calm and open mind. Practicing empathy is another essential aspect of handling criticism gracefully. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher known for his practical wisdom, encourages us to put ourselves in the shoes of the critic and try to understand their perspective. By doing so, we can respond with compassion and engage in a constructive dialogue rather than entering into a defensive or confrontational mode. Moreover, the Stoics emphasize the importance of maintaining a sense of inner tranquility amidst external challenges. They believe that our inner peace should not be dependent on the opinions or judgments of others. Epictetus wisely noted, "If someone criticizes you, this is their problem, not yours." By cultivating a strong sense of self-worth and inner resilience, we can rise above the negativity and remain centered in our own truth. Mastering effective communication involves overcoming negative emotions and handling criticism gracefully. By embracing the wisdom of the Stoic philosophers, we can develop the resilience, self-awareness, and empathy necessary to navigate through these challenges with wisdom and composure. Remember, it is within our power to choose how we react to criticism, and by doing so, we can foster meaningful connections and personal growth. Seneca said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound statement holds immense significance in the realm of communication. Often, we find ourselves in situations where we face unexpected challenges or encounter difficult individuals. It is in these moments that our reactions and responses can make all the difference. As Seneca suggests, it is not the events themselves that define us, but rather our own interpretations and reactions to them. This principle holds true in communication as well. When faced with a disagreement or conflict, our immediate response may be to react defensively or aggressively. However, by embracing the wisdom of Seneca, we can choose a different path. By pausing and reflecting upon our reactions, we can cultivate a more thoughtful and measured response. This allows us to approach communication with empathy, understanding, and respect. Instead of escalating tensions, we can strive to foster constructive dialogue and find common ground. Furthermore, Seneca's lesson reminds us of the importance of emotional intelligence. By acknowledging our own emotions and understanding how they may influence our communication, we can better navigate challenging situations. This self-awareness enables us to respond in a manner that promotes understanding and collaboration. Seneca's timeless wisdom invites us to take control of our reactions and choose a path of mindful communication. By doing so, we can enhance our relationships, resolve conflicts more effectively, and create an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Let us embrace this Stoic insight and apply it to our daily interactions, reaping the benefits of mastering effective communication, responding thoughtfully instead of impulsively. In today's fast-paced world, where instant reactions and impulsive responses have become the norm, practicing emotional control and responding thoughtfully is an essential skill to master. The great philosophers of ancient times understood the power of emotional intelligence and emphasized the importance of thoughtful communication. One such philosopher who advocated for emotional control was Epictetus. He believed that true wisdom lies in recognizing that we cannot control external events, but can control our own reactions to them. In the realm of communication, this means taking a moment to pause and reflect before responding, rather than reacting impulsively out of anger or frustration. Seneca emphasized the need for self-awareness and self-mastery. He believed that by understanding our own emotions and motivations, we can better navigate interpersonal interactions. This includes being mindful of our words and choosing them wisely to convey our thoughts and feelings in a clear and respectful manner. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, believed that true strength lies in maintaining composure in the face of challenging situations. He taught the importance of responding with reason and logic rather than succumbing to emotional outbursts. By practicing emotional control, we can effectively communicate our thoughts and ideas without allowing anger or impatience to cloud our judgment. In our modern world, where communication often takes place through digital platforms, it is even more crucial to remain mindful of our emotions and responses. It is easy to misconstrue the tone or intention behind written words, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts. By practicing emotional control and responding thoughtfully, we can bridge this communication gap and foster meaningful connections. The wisdom of the great philosophers reminds us of the importance of emotional control and thoughtful communication. By pausing before reacting, being mindful of our words, and responding with reason and composure, we can navigate interpersonal interactions with grace and clarity. Let us embrace these timeless teachings and strive to master effective communication in our daily lives, applying Stoic wisdom to improve communication skills. The timeless wisdom of the Stoic philosophers provides invaluable insights into improving communication skills and enhancing relationships. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, we can navigate the challenges of effective communication with grace and wisdom. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is the importance of self-awareness. By constantly examining our own thoughts, emotions, and reactions, we can become more mindful of how they impact our communication. This self-awareness allows us to regulate our emotions and respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes the power of perspective. By recognizing that we have control over our interpretations and judgments, we can choose to adopt a more compassionate and understanding approach in our interactions. This shift in perspective enables us to see the humanity in others and foster empathy, leading to more meaningful and authentic connections. Stoic philosophy also encourages us to focus on what is within our control. Rather than getting caught up in external factors or worrying about the opinions of others, we can channel our energy into improving our own communication skills. By practicing active listening, speaking with clarity and intention, and being open to feedback, we can continuously refine and strengthen our ability to communicate effectively. Ultimately, by incorporating Stoic principles into our daily lives, we can cultivate more harmonious and fulfilling relationships. The wisdom of the great philosophers reminds us that effective communication is not merely a skill, but a way of living with integrity and compassion. Let us embrace the Stoic teachings and embark on a journey towards mastering effective communication, enriching our connections with others, and leading a more fulfilling life. We hope you enjoyed our video on mastering effective communication through the wisdom of the great philosophers. The principles of Stoicism can have a profound impact on how we communicate and connect with others. By incorporating these lessons into our daily lives, we can become more thoughtful, empathetic, and skillful communicators. Let the timeless wisdom of the great philosophers guide you in your journey towards mastering effective communication. Remember, as Seneca once said, "Silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life."